Perfectionism. It may not be what you think it is. Today on Your Art, Your Voice, I'm going to give you another perception of it. Hi everyone, Leslie O'Leary here. Welcome to Your Art, Your Voice. And today I want to touch a little bit about perfectionism. We have all been held captive to those claws of perfectionism, and some of us find it can be strangling to us. It stops us dead in our track. And so those are you that I'm trying to reach out to just to help you, give you a different perspective of it. I'm going to tell you, within my art these days, I am purposely making things imperfect just because I feel like that brings out the beauty of life. So let's delve into that a little bit more. There's a Japanese word called kintsugi, and it is the golden joinery of something. So I'm going to give you some images for you to see. So what happens is when you break a precious bowl or a precious plate or something that is precious to your family, you put it together back with gold, and you can see the veinery of the breaks in it, and that's what makes it whole, and that's what makes it so beautiful. The other thing that I'm going to show you too are wabi-sabi, and wabi-sabi is the embracing of imperfectionism. So it is looking at the values of and the markings of being well worn and well used. So let's take a look at a couple different of those images. So I hope looking at those images helps you guys see that there can be a beauty in imperfectionism, in things not being exactly so. I'm going to show you in a little bit some of my work that I've purposely distressed, but let's kind of spread this out a little bit more. So I have found in my 30-year career of making and creating things that initially I was trying to make everything so perfect. And really what happened is that ended up stifling my creativity when I was finally able to step back a little bit and realize that everything that I am doing is just a learning process. And it's not really the end product that I'm going for. It really is in the journey. I know that sounds very trite, but it really is in the journey. And if we can step back and take a breath and realize that life isn't perfect, and it really is those surprises and those imperfections that we learn from and that we grow from and that we become more of a whole person. So let's take a look at some of my work and what I did with these, just two of the pieces and just some of the things that I did with them. Looking at the white and the purity, and then adding random color to create something. Taking a look at nature and finding those discrepancies, those imperfections. Taking fabric and its whole and its stale sense and changing it to something magical. And then finding what is beneath, what is unspoken in this black fabric. So as you were looking at those pieces, I hope that you can see how I purposely distress them in different ways to create something more unique and more whole. And so in perfectionism, I hope you guys can see a different perspective of it, and that in imperfectionism, there is a true beauty that you can capture, that you can learn, and that you can grow yourself. I hope this helps a lot. I'm going to give you guys a little side note. Some of you have written to me asking for classes on how to distress things. I'm going to tell you that it has been a probably 15-year journey with me, trying to understand it and trying to create it in my art. So it really is a personal journey, and what works for you and what doesn't work for you. My suggestion is to go out there, get scraps of fabric, scraps of clay, scraps of whatever you're working in, and just try it and see what happens. It is all, there's not a formula for it. It is all by happy accident. So I hope this helped you guys. Just take a breath. Remember, if you need anything from me, I'm here for you. Keep making art. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.